Hello everyone, I'm Mai. Welcome back to our family's little corner, here in Danang City. Today is a special day of the month, the day I go to collect my unemployment benefits. I have been working and paying insurance for 9 years. After subtracting the 2 times I took maternity leave, I am entitled to 8 months of benefits. Even though the money will be transferred directly to my bank account, according to the regulations, I have to go to the government office in person every month to sign and confirm my unemployment status. I started receiving this allowance in February 2026. Every month, the exact amount I receive is $114.09. By this coming September, I will have received the full 8 months, and it will end. What is the lowest unemployment benefit where you live? Is it enough to live on? It's 7 a.m. right now. Today I'm leaving earlier than usual. Since the day I quit my job, I no longer keep the habit of wearing heavy makeup every time I go out. Just a little sunscreen, a swipe of lipstick so I don't look too pale, and of course, I can't forget my minus 3.5 glasses. For me, honestly speaking, $114.09 cannot possibly cover the living expenses for one person in the city, but during this difficult time, having it is better than nothing. This amount is just exactly enough to pay for 1 month of Lim's school tuition, so I still go to collect it regularly. The weather in Danang has been terribly hot lately. Whether it's hot or cold, I always wear socks, put on a thick sun protective jacket, and then put on my helmet before heading out. Since I headed out early this morning, I haven't swept the yard or tidied up at all. Today is Wednesday. My husband is working from home, so he will take over the task of taking Ram and Lim to school when the 2 little ones wake up. My husband is standing at the door. He's watching to see how long it'll take me to finally leave the house if I keep filming like this. Honestly, filming videos takes so much time. I'm always thinking in my head about where to place the camera next and what to do next. The distance from my house to the office is 14 kilometers. The round trip is about 24 kilometers, taking up an entire morning. This used to be my familiar route to work every single day, but now I only pass by here exactly once a month. Along this road are rows of beautiful riverfront houses. Houses in the city center with a river view like this are incredibly expensive. Probably only the rich and ultra-rich can afford them. I will let you guys enjoy the view of this street for a bit. The streets are so beautiful today. The sky is clear blue without a single cloud. You are looking at Phan Dang Lu Boulevard, an arterial road connecting traffic and also a bustling entertainment hub with parks and amusement areas. Back when I was busy working, I rarely paid attention, but since I became unemployed, my life has slowed down, and I look at the streets much more often to see how much this city has changed. I have arrived. Looking at the crowded parking lot, I realized I thought I was early, but so many people got here even earlier than me. First, I will press the button to get a queue number. There are 4 options here. I will choose number 3, job modification and receiving unemployment benefits. It's only 7:40 a.m. now. My number is 3031, while the electronic board has only reached 3004. I'll probably have to sit and wait for 30 minutes to an hour. While waiting, I took the chance to chat with the friends sitting next to me. They are also in the exact same unemployment situation as I am. Finally, it's my turn. The staff member checked my documents. I signed the confirmation and completed the procedure.
Em lấy căn cước của chị luôn.
Let's talk a little bit about the number, $114.09. According to the regulations in Vietnam, unemployment benefits equals 60% of the average monthly salary on which you paid insurance for the last 6 months. When I was working, my income was quite high, but ironically, the company exploited loopholes to evade personal income tax, so they only paid insurance based on a basic salary of $190.15. The consequence is, when I became unemployed, I only received this meager amount. Thinking back to 2021, when I gave birth to Ram, I was working for an Australian company. They paid 100% of my tax and insurance. For 6 months of maternity leave, I received $4,715.73. But in 2023, when I moved to this company and had Lim, my maternity money was a mere $1,216.96. And now, with unemployment, it's the exact same story. A very costly lesson for wage earners. Just 2 more months left, August and September, and I will say goodbye to this place. I forgot to get the stamp, so I have to run back upstairs. All done now. In about 15 days, the money will ding right into my account. On the way back, passing through the downtown area, I remember the historic flood in September 2022. The city was flooded almost 2 meters deep because the drainage system couldn't keep up. Ever since that time, the city center is often dug up to rebuild the drainage system. I remember the year 2015, the day I first set foot in Danang. Back then, cars were still rare. The roads were wide and empty. The cost of living was cheap and it was so easy to breathe. I didn't even know what traffic jams or floods were. Now, after 11 years, land prices have skyrocketed. It's much more crowded. Living expenses are high and there are traffic jams everywhere. But those things can never stop me from loving this city. Danang has the ocean, has mountains, and the streets are beautifully gentle. This place holds my entire youth. Whether I am unemployed or facing even more hardships, I still choose to stay and build my life here with my little family. Since I'm already in the city center, I can't miss my routine visit to my familiar wholesale market. This is my habit every single month. Outside the stalls, there are so many huge jackfruit stacked all around. I'll head inside. The auntie isn't selling durian today. Here, they display a lot of pre-cut jackfruit slices with fixed price tags. I will pick this one, $1.33, which is just enough for us to eat for 2 days. This is the city's wholesale market. If you want to buy cheaper groceries, you should come here. I don't know if you have jackfruit like this where you live. After picking a slice you like, the seller will cut off the outer skin and tough core on top for you.
Mại 15 bị ăn quán một cái loại xương sướng bột nắng cái giọng mưa không có. À có. Nhưng mà sướng nó không mục đâu. Con một loại phải mua hàng 70. Nhưng mà 4 mũi 5 mũi.
Đã được có mua có quả sâu lắm nó về ngon.
4 mũi 5 mũi sâu lắm là cái loại là 70 rồi đó. Nên là 4 mũi 5 mũi. Cái con gọi loại 50 có mà được 3 mũi.
Quả thì to mà nắng có mũi đấy.
Có cả.
Dạ.
Nó có loại mà con mua đâu được cả con liền cái loại hàng đẹp 4 mũi 5 mũi đó. Cho nên mua hàng rệt rạt nghiêng rẻ rẻ nó có mũi đâu. Đặc hơn cả hàng đặc. Con mua rẻ nó quay lại mũi nó.
It's 9:30 a.m. now, and the weather is getting much hotter. I'll stop by a nearby stall to buy a pineapple. The seller thought I broke off the leafy crown, but someone else had already broken it off beforehand. Here, pineapples are sold by the kilogram. Normally, at other markets, they sell them by the piece. This one, after weighing, costs 87 cents. The durians here are a bit overripe and one corner is spoiled, so I won't buy them here. Moving to the next stall, durian is currently priced at $2.09 per kilogram. This whole fruit weighs about $4.75. Durian is much more expensive than other fruits, so when buying, the seller will open it and we can check if it's spoiled inside. Luckily, this one looks really good, so I will take it. $114.09 a month, if divided by 30 days, comes down to $3.80 a day. I just bought a durian for $4.75, a pineapple for 87 cents, and a piece of jackfruit for $1.33. The total is $6.95. So compared to a daily budget of $3.80, that is a massive deficit. And this is just for food. Shopping is done, time to go home. From here, it's another 6 kilometers to my house. This section of the road is right next to the river. The city is expanding towards the area where I live, zoning both sides of the river for landscaping, tourism, and urban development, so there are construction sites everywhere. In the distance is the Nyen Chi Pung Bridge. Both sides of the river are still full of wild grass and trees waiting to be developed. Arriving home, the first thing is to drink a huge glass of water to quench my thirst. My husband is still working hard at the dining table. The two of us peel a few segments of durian to share. Looking at him, I suddenly realize we have been married for almost 8 years now. A journey filled with so many milestones. In 2019, we got married. In 2021, we had Ram and bought a plot of land. In 2022, we built our house. In 2023, we had Lim, which was also the exact time my husband fell into unemployment. In May 2025, my husband got a job again. And then, in November 2025, it was my turn to lose my job. My Pocket 4 camera automatically tracks his face and follows him. The first 2 years of our marriage weren't always rosy. Two different people, two big egos under one roof, conflicts are inevitable. But after every argument, I understood him better. I knew when to step forward and when to step back, and he did the same.
Tức là một là Hải muốn hai vàng, một là hỗ trợ. Còn Hải là nó sẽ cho mình cái giảm giá.
After everything, I realized one thing. A marriage is not sustained by fancy promises. It is sustained when two people shoulder the responsibilities together. When both work hard, the home has less worry about putting food on the table. When both pour their hearts into raising the children, the distance between a husband and wife naturally narrows. Money can build a life, children can bring laughter, but mutual agreement is what keeps a family together through the storms of time. Life ahead is still very long. Poverty or unemployment are merely challenges. I believe love will be the strength that brings our family to peaceful days. I will quickly peel the pineapple to put in the fridge, first by cutting off the two ends, then slowly peeling the sides. I will cut a bit deep to avoid the pineapple eyes, leaving one piece along with a tomato to cook fish soup. Now I will prepare lunch. The meal is incredibly simple: sour soup with rabbit fish and stir-fried pumpkin shoots with garlic. I turn on both stoves at the same time to be quick. On one stove, I'll put a pot of water to boil for the soup. On the other, a pan to fry the garlic. Cooking simultaneously like this is much faster and saves a lot of time. Because it's fish soup, I will add a bit more minced shallots into the water to reduce the fishy smell. Then put the pineapple and tomatoes right into the pot. Add some fish sauce, salt, seasoning powder, and a little pepper for a mild kick. While waiting for the water to boil, I'll stir fry the pumpkin shoots. The garlic is fragrant now. I add some chili powder for color and quickly toss the pumpkin shoots in. Do you eat these young pumpkin shoots where you live? They have a slightly pungent smell, but they're actually very delicious. However, pumpkin shoots have a thin layer of fuzz on the outside. You have to peel that thin layer off before cooking. When the soup is boiling vigorously, I will add the fish. Dropping the fish into the pot when the water is boiling hot helps eliminate the fishy smell very effectively, keeps the fish pieces whole without breaking apart, and makes the broth sweeter. When exposed to high heat immediately, the outermost protein layer of the fish coagulates, creating a protective membrane that locks in all the nutrients and sweetness inside the meat. So when you cook fish soup, you absolutely must remember this technique. In Vietnam, sour fish soup is very popular. You can cook it with many different types of fish and in many different ways. Half a kilo of this rabbit fish costs $1.33, and the pumpkin shoots are only 50 cents. So lunch for the two of us only costs exactly $2. After 15 minutes, I'm done with both dishes. It's only 11:30 a.m. now, and my husband is still not done with work. Since he hasn't taken a break yet, I'll take the time to peel the box of jackfruit I bought this morning to put in the fridge. This jackfruit is huge. This piece is probably only 1/6 of the whole fruit. Remove all the fibers, only keeping the bright yellow pods. It looks simple, but it actually took 15 minutes of meticulous work. $114.09 a month for unemployment benefits? In the end, is it enough to live on? The answer is definitely no. It's impossible. If you live in a developing city like Danang, that amount, which is nearly 3 million Vietnamese dong, is only enough to buy very cheap groceries, or, like me, to exactly cover one child's tuition fee for 1 month. It is not enough to cover any unexpected expenses. But you know what? Unemployment is not just a math problem about money. It is also a psychological test. When you lose your main source of income, $114.09 is not just a few flimsy bills. It's like a tiny life preserver, a comforting anchor showing that society still has a policy to support you when you are struggling the most. Whether you survive a period of unemployment or not doesn't depend on that benefit check. It depends on how we face it. It's in these $2 lunches that are still so cozy. It's the understanding of your partner working right out there, who was once unemployed and is now carrying the financial burden instead of you. It's about giving up luxurious habits, living minimally, and finding joy in other small things. Unemployment is not the end of the world. It is merely a pause for us to tidy up our lives, look back at ourselves, and prepare for a new chapter. $114.09 might not be enough to feed a family, but our optimism, unity, and effort are certainly enough. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to my thoughts and for joining me today. See you all in the next vlogs.
Còn phải bị gọt lại á, bị gọt lại có phần chết. Nói chung là cái chỗ này ta sửa lại